Hey, thanks for coming on my page to check out this video. I'm just going to give a short and sweet review on my experience with the Sony A7RV. Now, I'm coming from using the Canon R3 for a little while. I had the Nikon Z9. There was a big debate on whether I would get this camera, the Sony R5 or the Sony A1. I just ultimately decided the 4K 120, as much as I'd love to have that as a feature, I just rarely ever used it. And I didn't really need the stack sensor's performance, so thought I'd save a little money, try out some of the features here on the R5. I'm just going to show you a few shots that I took around the city of Cincinnati while I continue to tell you about this amazing camera. Like the cool articulating screen, and the 61 megapixels is probably one of my favorite features. The autofocus on this is pretty incredible. I mean, I've used some of the best cameras, and I'm not going to say it's any better than any of the other cameras I've used, but it's sticky, very sticky. Sometimes maybe a little too sticky. And with the AI learning, I found that even faces on posters can attract the autofocus over the subject that you're looking for. And when you're trying to switch it, sometimes it could be, again, a little too sticky. But I'm sure, you know, once they update this camera a little more, that'll get a lot better. The video performance on this is really what my biggest concern was. I'm a huge hybrid shooter. I do just as much photo as I do video. One thing that I've noticed is the quality of the video is, I mean, honestly, just as good as when I was using my R3. I've had the FX3. I've used that for a long time. I had the A7 IV. That was my pair for a while, the FX3 and the A7 IV. I do still think the A7 IV has sharper video, but it's negligible, to be honest, especially with using mist filters and, you know, just softening images in post. The camera does really well in both fields. So far, it hasn't disappointed me. I used the Tamron 35-150 f2 to 2.8, that unicorn lens, and I mean, honestly, it's probably one of the best lenses you could use on this camera. The versatility, there's just so much you can do with the 61 megapixels and this lens when it comes to photo or video. Thanks for coming through, checking out the video. Please like and subscribe. Definitely check out Motion VFX. I use the retro synthwave set for this, if you were interested in checking that out. I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe one day I will be, but definitely check them out. I've used them for a lot of my effects, and it's been awesome.